Alright, Shalom Akim. I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha Kodash, like the double honors the apostles, and those of great mills to Lord rule well, and peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that pushes truth and sincerity, you know. As time go by, you see more and more prophecy being fulfilled, right? You're seeing a lot of prophecies pertaining to the mark of the beast, a lot of prophecies pertaining to World War III, because we know that third war is coming quickly. Right? And these countries, they're getting ready. You understand? Just like the saying in scriptures.
The S-400 Triumph, as it's called, is in essence a defensive weapon. Anti-air missiles that can shoot down aircraft, that can shoot down cruise missiles, as well as ballistic missiles, up to 400 kilometers away, and at heights of up to 30 kilometers. So it's a defensive weapon. This is the fourth detachment of S-400 missiles to be stationed in Crimea over the last several years, and no surprise really, given that what's happening on the other side of the border, on the other side of the Crimean border, that the Ukrainian military is mobilized, it is in a state of high alert, and anything the Russians believe could be expected, especially after what they call this provocative act that happened on Sunday, where three Ukrainian naval vessels went into Russian territorial waters without filing any notification, something that they had done previously. The Russians believe this was ordered by the government in Ukraine for political reasons, because of elections that are just 4 months away. Since then, martial law has been established in many regions of Ukraine, and while some Ukrainians approve, others aren't at all happy about it.
Я могу думать все что угодно, но от этого ничего не будет зависеть. Ну, как бы все это...
See, the scripture says, you'll be hearing of wars and rumors of wars. And you see tensions keep rising between... So, okay, you see tensions keep rising between Russia and America, China and America, and even, other countries that concern NATO. See, so this says Joel 3 verse 10, right? It say, beat your plowshares into spears and your prune hooks in Slovakia. It say, beat your plowshares into swords and your prune hooks into spears. It say, let the weak say, I am strong, which is something you're seeing now, because back in the days of Hiroshima and before, America was ready, the US was ready, the real military might. Now you're seeing everybody have nuclear weapons, everybody capable of serious destruction. Most are actually raising them up and giving them that strength, because they had a fulfilled prophecy to destroy America.
Очень неприятно и страшно, конечно. Какие мои могут быть действия?
Ну, уехать хотелось бы. Ну, явно не воевать. Ну, потому что, во-первых, я езжу по плохим дорогам, пользуюсь всем, в подъезде у меня воняет, никто с этим ничего не делает. Но я не вижу смысла за что-то воевать. Это там политика, это игра не наша.
Ужасно, на работу не хочу даже ходить.
Почему?
А вдруг повестку дадут?
Ну, как-то лично готовитесь, если вдруг, не дай бог, что?
Ага, бежать отсюда.
Почему?
А что здесь делать?
Кто-то защищать собирается, кто-то...
Ну, не я.
Eventually people just get caught up with this martial law thing, When it is the war already kick off, the way, according to the scriptures, every way go have that same martial law effect. You understand? And in places that don't have it, it'll be just as bad, because it'll be... In places that don't have it, it'll be just as bad, because it could be lawless. People could be running about, killing each other, and it wouldn't have anybody to have any kind of control over the place. That would be a real chaotic time, according to the scriptures.
Nevertheless, this deployment of S-400 missiles is a serious move. It is perhaps a message to the Ukrainians that Russia is willing and able to defend its territory, irregardless of what incidents may come up next.
Well, here's Ukraine's take. Kiev claims it warned Russia about the presence of its vessels in the area. It's called the seizure of its ships, an act of aggression. Ukraine is demanding the immediate release of 24 crew members who are serving a 2-month pre-trial detention in Russia.
The South China Sea, more than 50 warships from the PLA Navy have been conducting one of its largest military drills. The multi-program sessions include the aircraft carrier Liaoning with warships and fighters from the North, East and South Sea fleets. The blue water training is now routine.
I know majority is militaries and only different countries are doing these drills. They're only showing you what they want you to see. They're not showing you the weapons they're creating in a lab down under the earth that could melt this and could, shatter that. They're not showing you the real might in it. They're just showing you where it's a little scratch. You understand? Because we know that places like China, it is one of the most advanced when it comes to AI technology and all these different things. They creating terrible weapons. You understand? They already get our strength now because they have prophecy to fulfill.
This live fire drill has boosted our tactics and skills. This is a new test in combat capabilities for the Liaoning. Many say it's a higher level for the PLA naval transformation.
The aircraft carrier can fundamentally change the structure of naval forces. It can form a battle group with...
And you'll see this happening with countries one by one, but eventually even the ones that are in NATO will start to turn against America to help destroy it, because all of that is prophecy. Say the Revelation 17. I'll start from Revelation 17. I'll start from 16, right? And say, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beasts, these shall hate the whore, right? Say, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. You understand? There's something that had happened. All these nations got to turn against America and destroy it. It say, for the Most High had put in their hearts to fulfill His will. So there's not something that could be avoided. There's not something that could be prevented. The Most High put it in their hearts to do these things. So He will in due time. So these things, as the scriptures say, these things must come to pass. They're not creating all these weapons to just say, they put on these weapons and hold hands and sing kumbaya. That is not what's going to happen. Say Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So for Jacob's kingdom to be established, Esau's kingdom must be destroyed. These things must come to pass. And say, for power had put it in their heart, Salakian, to fulfill His will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beasts until the words of power shall be fulfilled. And that time coming when it will be fulfilled. Okay, say everything is measured. Everything has a period in time. The only thing that doesn't have an end is the kingdom to come. But this rule right now, it has a period of time in which it started and which it will end. And when the kingdom of Israel begins, that will go on forever.
frigates, amphibious fleets and submarines. This reveals the direction of the PLA naval development in line with maritime powers.
Training has been intensified, especially for joint operational missions.
Well, in the past 5 years, the PLA Navy has been on a rapid building and acquisition program. More than a dozen new classes of ships have been designed and built, and over 30 brand new warships have been gone into service. The Navy's priority is heading to the Blue Water Sea and breaking the choke points of the first and second island chains, and deal with security threats.
Navy pilot Li Zhe recalls his experience in fending off foreign fighter jets entering China's air defense identification zone.
We thought the intruder fighter had gone, but it made a maneuver and came to our rear.
Li Zhe says combat readiness training enabled him to drive the intruder away.
Experts say the PLA Navy, under President Xi Jinping's direction, will step up blue water training and equipment upgrading. Its modernization process will continue to speed up, but the actual capabilities have yet to be tested.
The rapid change in naval forces is a reflection of the PLA's overall transformation aimed at leaner and smarter armed forces. The goals are ambitious and more changes are expected.
With the newly equipped aircraft carrier and fighting ships, the Navy has been transformed into PLA's main combat force, playing a greater role in the future.
Ahead of the 69th anniversary of PLA Navy forces, Chinese President Xi Jinping oversaw the largest naval parade in the country's history. He said the need to build a strong Navy has never been more urgent than today. The massive show involved 48 naval vessels and 76 fighter jets, including aircraft carrier Liaoning, J-15s, and nuclear submarines. China has invested greatly in the Navy's technology and equipment in recent years to increase its power. Meanwhile, in April last year, China's second aircraft carrier was launched at the Dalian shipyard. And in June, the first of the Navy's new type, 10,000-ton class guided missile destroyer was launched.
In terms of service warships, there are 052D missile destroyers in the ranks, becoming the backbone of our surface combat forces, as well as our 054 and 056 types of guided missile frigate. Surface combat forces with multiple classes of warships have been formed.
New air-cushioned landing crafts have been deployed to improve the Navy's amphibious operation capabilities, while the new supply ship, Hulan Lake, will help the Liaoning aircraft carrier sail even further. The carrier's operational radius will triple to as much as 7,500 nautical miles. Liaoning started service 6 years ago, marking the beginning of the China's Navy aircraft carrier era. The vessel's training fields has since expanded to the West Pacific, from the Navy's 3 fleets gathered in South China Sea to conduct live fire exercises.
The Type 001A carrier is said to have 6 times more military strength than China's existing Liaoning vessel, which was purchased from Ukraine and put into commission in the Chinese Navy in 2012. Development of the carrier began in 2013 and construction 2 years later. It weighs about 50,000 tons, which is 10,000 less than its predecessor, but it's slightly longer with a wider command platform. It is powered by conventional steam turbines, which make it slower than US nuclear-powered carriers, but quicker than the Liaoning.
And you often hear the comparison to the US military because they strongly have the US in mind, because they know the US is a big obstacle to them, especially as they move away from the petrodollar. And any country that moves away from the petrodollar, the US is automatically have a problem with them, because the US is the bullies of the world. Other countries moved from the petrodollar in the past, and the US came in the country and took the goods and destroyed them. You understand? And we can't wait until the Mosai turn these countries against America to destroy it. You understand? And with that, I to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Ruach HaKodash, double honors the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that pushes truth in sincerity. This is your Abba from Trinidad Camp saying Shalom. Akim, stay strong.